Why do I feel like we're here every weekend? And why do I feel like every weekend is the same thing? That we talk about the same thing, we address the same issues, we speak about Joe Judge, we speak about the problems of this organization, the problems of this team, and it just never seems to get better. It just doesn't. And every weekend, we think, well, you know what? It can't possibly get worse. Could it? No. Everything's going to be fine. Everything is awesome. Everything's wonderful. Joe Judge, the coach of all coaches. He's going to be back next year to lead us to the promised land. He's going to go help mold and maturate this team. He's going to rebuild the organization from the inside out. Reminds me of Cinderella Man with Russell Crowe when he's James Braddock. You got to beat him from the inside out. The inside out. Worst team I've seen. I watched in the 70s. I was at Miracle of the Meadowlands. I am probably one of the only giant YouTubers or Eagle YouTubers that was actually at that game. I remember the despair. I remember how horrid it was to be a Giant fan. How you never felt there was a light at the end of the tunnel. You had people like Arnsberger, McVay leading this team. And you just thought there was no hope. Then you got into Ray Perkins in the latter half in 79. Things went up there. We made the playoffs in 81. Got into the Parcells era. Things went up there. Got into the Coffin era. And we just looked good. It was the Giant way. Defense. Ball control. Quality quarterback play. Then you hit this era. You hit the end of the Coffin era. You hit the Shermer era. You hit the McAdoo era. And now you hit the Judge era. And I'm not saying era. I'm saying error. E-R-R-O-R. Because it's always been an error. Not an error. Not E-R-A. An error. Constant mistake after mistake after mistake. And the fans have to sit in the middle of it and eat a blank sandwich. S-H blank T sandwich. We got to take a big bite out of it every year. And every year you go, it can't get worse. It's got to get better. It just doesn't get better. When does it get better? When do we sit here and say, we have found the right combination? You look competitive for a half. You feel good about the team. I went on Bird Gang 31. I said, I thought the Giants were going to take this one 17-10. You felt something. Then you saw the Eagles making mistakes. This should not have been a 3-3 game at halftime. The Eagles should have been up at least 21-3. Minimum. We as a fan base put our fan hats on and relied on Jake from State Farm. I said in my videos all week long, the kid looks good. Gets to the line, gets his troops in order, sets his line assignments, goes through his shifts, calls out the mic, does everything that he should. And NFL, he for the first time in 3 years, looked like we had a quarterback that was able to get his team to the line, set them up properly. He would then take the ball from center. He would go back. He would have some fluidity in the pocket, and then he would throw the ball. I told everyone all week long, doesn't have the arm strength. Does not have the zip on the ball to throw under pressure in the pocket. I said all week long they are going to turn around and they are going to sit on these routes because he has no arm strength. How Slade dropped that one interception, thank God. Or it could have just gotten worse. And you got to figure Joe Judge is sitting there going, I see some improvement. Things look good. You're a moron. I know you have to say what you have to say because it's part of your lineage and it's part of your mentality, and you know you're secure for year 3. How can anyone in their right mind look at Joe Judge as coach and go, that's the guy? My wife, God bless her soul, one point during the game in the third quarter goes, they look like they quit. They look like nobody cares. It looks like there's no fire. But that's okay, because we're Giants. And we're the dumbasses that are going to come back every week and watch this team. No more. No more. It has to stop. The stupidity has to stop. The Joe Judgeisms have to stop. You are down 34-10. Onside kick. You don't get the onside kick. Under 2 minutes left. What does Joe Judge do on third down for the Eagles? He calls a timeout. Last time I checked, there's not a 24-point play in the playbook. Get your team out of the stadium, Joe. Get them off the field, Joe. Say it ain't so, Joe. Shoot, Julius Jackson reference. But Joe calls the timeout. Timeout. Come on, guys. Come here. Huddle up. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go left. You're going to go right. You're going to go long. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to get the 24-point play. I thought throwing the red flag was stupid. And his assessment, well, I wanted to get their attention. You wanted to get their attention after the extra point was kicked by throwing the red flag on the previous play. That's not challengeable. And we at Giant fans are supposed to sit there and go, wow, he was just trying to get their attention. Way to go, Joe. Thumbs up. I'm tired. I'm tired, and I'm contemplating eating the sangria fruit to take this tiredness away. It's insane. You are down by 24, and you call timeout. This isn't college, Joe. This isn't high school. You're not working on something so you can make your team better. This is the professional team. You have 2 games left. And you want to risk any type of injury because you want to call timeout. Really, Joe? There's a 24-point play? I want to see the 24-point play. I want Joe Judge to pull up in his playbook and show me the 24-point play. Because evidently, there's some secret rule in the annals of football history that only Joe Judge knows. The 24-point play. And that was just for the tie. We would still have to go for the 2-point conversion. You just want to start watching baseball. Can we watch baseball now? I'm a Met fan. Can we just watch baseball now? No wonder baby Saquon ran away. Because he didn't want to see this. I'm not even sure we could beat the Bears. The Bears, for all their problems offensively, still have a good caliber defense. I want the 24-point play, Joe. Show it to me. Show me, Bama. Show me. It's not freaking college, Joe. His smugness. I thought I hated Pat Shurmur. Oh, and I hated Pat Shurmur. I hated Pat Shurmur with a passion. Because Pat Shurmur, when he won, he was the smartest man in the room, and his shit didn't stink. Not at all. When he lost, it was everyone else's fault. Everyone else's fault. Everyone else. And Joe Judge is worse than that. Fromm is accurate. He found the stadium. That's where the accuracy stopped. He got on the bus and found the stadium. And I warned everyone all week long. Did videos all week long. I wanted to see Jake play, I admit it. But I said all week long, he is not going to be able to stand up to the rush. He is not going to be able to throw off his back foot and with any type of velocity. They are going to jump on these out routes which is everything they did. I'm a dumb YouTuber who spent a couple of years working in the league, and I could see this. You have guys that are 24/7 living this experience, living this, and they can't figure it out. Freddie Kitchens looks even more lost. I think Freddie Kitchens is in the living room because he's not in the kitchen cooking anything on the playbook. Short, 2-3 step drops, ball out quickly, kind of do a Tom Brady. I think that's what everyone kind of assessed that you would do with Jake Fromm, especially early on. Couple quick slants, screens, couple quick outs. Keep it easy, keep it short, keep it simple. Philly always has an issue with over-pursuing, over-committing to the rush. Always has. That's how Daniel Jones, that's how Jason Garrett would always take advantage of Philadelphia. And that's why Daniel Jones would always have his big runs against Philadelphia. Why? Because he understood that you take advantage of the over-aggressiveness of their defense. You take advantage of that. For one brief moment, I thought Kevin Gilbride was still calling plays because they kept running the third down draw. And I had flashbacks. Don't run the draw. Don't run the draw. He ran the draw. Simple. It's not, and Freddie Kitchens was supposed to be the genius. He was Albert Einstein. He was good. He was the genius offensive coordinator for Cleveland that turned Baker Mayfield around, made him that great rookie. Came a head coach, got his ass fired after a season. But our dumbasses are going to sit there and be like, well, you know what? We're going to give Joe Judge another year. Yeah, let's do that. I said I hated Joe Judge from the day he was hired. People were like, he won the press conference. No, he didn't. He had coaches' cliches throughout the entire press conference. That's all he was. And that's all he is. And I said it before. You know what he reminds me of? Said it in training camp 2 years ago. He reminds me of the stereotypical movie head coach. I'm going to be this tough guy. I'm this tough disciplinarian. You're going to do what I say. But I'm really sweet and sensitive. Love me. I'm just one of the guys. But I'm smarter than everyone else. Detroit Lions waxed Arizona last week. No excuses. How they played the last month. Arizona fell apart because of the fact that I started rooting for Arizona. I tried rooting for the Eagles today, guys. If you caught the stream this morning, I was singing Fly, Eagles, Fly. I was trying everything to hex the Eagles. Because look what the hell I did to Arizona. I love this one. See, I told you Daniel Jones wasn't the problem. Giants fan problem. I think that's exactly what people are talking about. But the problem is this. We are a poorly constructed team. We are a poorly coached team. We are a poorly drafted team. We have no ability this year to cultivate talent outside of Andrew Thomas and Xavier McKinney. But things are fine. Things are fine in Giant Land because the idiot fans will keep coming back. No more. No more. I was going to go to the Washington game. I was going to take my nice little seat, sit in the coaches club, hang out on the field. No, I have no interest. I have no freaking interest of going. None whatsoever. This whole team took a regression. And the organization thinks that Joe Judge should be involved with all decision-making processes in reference to personnel. You mean all of his failed head coaches? I talked about it in the stream. I talked about it in my video. This is what I said in my video. We have the second most amount of coaches in the league. We almost have a coach for every 2 players. My son asked me the question, what does that mean? I said, you go to school, you have 1 teacher for 23 students. The Giants have almost a coach for every 2 players. And we are still some of the most undisciplined, uncoachable teams I've ever seen the Giants put on the field. Tim, I'm in Montreal. The fans will boycott the Canadians if they crap and don't show up. The fans, I agree. The fans need to do the same. John, I'm going to be on the radio in Canada from upstate New York. I have to learn about these hockey teams. These things, this thing you call hockey. January 18th, big announcement. I'll be talking hockey, talking basketball. Not going to be talking Giants. I think I probably talk a lot more Bills. Dobbs, Harbaugh, 2022. I agree, Kareem. It's not going to happen, though, because the idiocy of Mara is thinking to himself, again, it's the smug a-hole syndrome. I'm the smartest guy in the room. Watch what I can do. I can destroy a franchise. That's what you did. It just needs to end. It needs to stop. And it's never going to stop unless we stop going.
This town needs an enema.
We need to flush it out. And I hope the Adam Schefter reports were false, that Joe Judge and Daniel Jones aren't coming back. I hope they're false rumors. Because you need to give the Giant fans some kind of hope. Some kind of things will be okay. When baby Saquon, a plastic doll, ran away from my desk because he didn't want to be a Giant fan anymore, that says something about your organization. There's nothing here. The cupboard is bare. Goldilocks walked into this house with the three little bears, looked around and said, this place is a freaking dump. I'm not staying here.
10 years you come to my house. What's the matter? You don't like my house? My house stink? That's right, it stinks!
It all stinks. Even Rocky knows it stinks. We need 5 hog mollies. We need more than 5. We could take 4. Yeah, I know Shefty's usually right too. I know that. I'm just hoping. We need hope. We need hope. Where is this hope coming from? You want to hold on to something. I feel like Chris Farley and Tommy Boy when he has a new pet. I'm going to love it and caress it and pet it, and they're going to end up killing it. Mara has killed this team. He has killed this organization. He has set us back so much. Giants were overhyped from. He's good, intangible, no arm. Well, we didn't overhype him, John. I said I wanted to see him play. I did. I freely admit it. But I said he's going to get wrecked. And I said as the game progresses, he's going to get worse and worse and worse. You could see that because Dallas figured it out right at the end. Dallas took it easy on the kid. They didn't blitz. You drop the blitz on this kid, his accuracy drops because he doesn't have the power to get the ball out. You just want to hold your head and scream. But you know what? Nobody's listening. There's nobody home. Ring, ring, Giants. Oh, nobody's picking up. Because they think we're stupid. They think we're going to sit there and follow this mess to the bitter end. And we can't. We can't. We need to take shit like this, get rid of it. Throw it away. And don't buy another one. Problem is I got like 50. But don't buy another one. Same thing with this. Get this out of here. Same thing with this. Get that out of here. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. We need to stop the madness. Stop thinking that this to them is what matters. That's to them what matters. The monetary value of the organization, not to me, the fan base. Thank you, Rusty. Of course, all super chats go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Please fire everyone. Fire them all. Fire them all. Get it over with. I had to turn the pinging off because people are like, wow, you're doing great today. You're on fire today. Fire them all. Where's Zach? Zach always wants to shoot people out of a cannon. Where's Zach? If you don't hurt them monetarily, this is never going to change. If people show up on Sundays, this is not going to change. The Giants turned into a money magnet the minute they decided with this PSL crap. They took it away from the fan base. Sure, you can have upper seat tickets, $900 a piece for 8 home games, but I'm going to charge you $2,000 a seat for a PSL. You affect them monetarily. That's going to be the problem. That's going to be what you have to do. You need to hit them in their pocket. We are so desperate and pathetic. We actually thought a guy who was on another team's practice squad was going to make this game watchable. But the problem was we all fell for it. We didn't all fall for it. We didn't fall for it all. So we didn't all fall for it. Look, I'm so bad. My screen just went big. I just, oh my God. Here, there's a little bit there. I should just turn the damn screen off. I'm going to have a nice wall back here. I got a nice wall back there now, but I got to get a nice wall back there. And this is the thing right here. The PSL killed the season tickets, no waiting list. There used to be a 30-year waiting list for Giant season tickets. 30 years. There used to have to be. People would will their spot in line to family members. You got the PSL. You can go get season tickets now. It's not worth it. What's going on, Evan? Mara really is begging fans to hit him in the wallet, because that's the only thing that they're going to care about. We stopped showing up as a fan base. We stopped buying product. I was never into boycott. I'm not into boycotts. Never into one of these people that we should boycott this. Never into boycott. I'm still saying you could support your team. You could support the Giants. You can root for them at home. All I'm saying is don't buy any gear. Don't go to the games. Just leave it be. Let them be. Stop. Think before you make a purchase. That'll send the loudest message. Starve them monetarily. The fan base or the customers are oxygen for, oh, that's great. Oxygen for business. Without us, they don't survive. And we think so highly of our fan base. Here's a Pepsi. I don't like Pepsi. I like Coke. I don't like rum and Pepsi. I like rum and Coke. And then you give it out to one account number. You can have 3 tickets on an account number, so you got one freaking Pepsi for 4 seats, let's say. Pepsi's all over the got blank stadium. You think they could have just got some more free Pepsi? That's right, Evan. Pepsi sucks. Like a Pepsi. It'll all make us happy. I keep thinking of Eddie Murphy. I think it was in Delirious when he tells Bill Cosby, have a Coke and a smile and shut the blank up. That's what they put. That's literally what the Giants said to us. Have a Pepsi and a smile and shut the blank up and keep giving us your money. Keep giving us the revenue. Keep making us worth more billions of dollars. RC is the shit. RC is pretty good, man. I didn't know RC Cola still exists. Just stop. Shasta. Hey, we always talk about Shasta. I wanna Shasta. Remember the commercials back in the 80s and 90s. In the 70s, we had the new stadium. And I went to this new stadium. Was there. It opened up against Cowboys. Talk about it all the time. We had bad teams, but we still went. Because even though the teams were bad, there was a point in the 70s, I can't remember which game it is, we got shut out like 4 out of 6 games. Or 5 out of 6 games. I don't remember exactly. That's how bad it was. Mara, Tish, the rest of these blankheads will not get it. They won't get it. You see the stands behind me. This is what the last home game needs to look like. This is it. We need to make it look like it's like when the games were all shut down because of COVID. This is what it needs to look like. And if you go to the game, you buy a ticket, you buy a jersey, you buy a hat, you are part of the problem. Because they are never going to figure it out. I don't even want a Pepsi. What if I don't want a Pepsi? What if I want a Sprite? The Eagles, who I made fun of. Oh, God, before the season started. I made fun of the Eagles. Thought they were going to win 2 games. Because the coach lost the press conference. Don't we look stupid? Or don't I look stupid? My dad has been a Bills fan all of his life. I never thought I would consider jumping on the bandwagons in the Bills. Did the Bills win today? I saw Josh Allen was looking good at one point. What does Joe got to say here? John got to say here. Tim, who are you taking with 2 picks? Please let me know. I think we all know. I'm just going to hold this up for the next week. Why? Because it's Malik Willis out of Liberty. Very talented subscriber. But I'm not going to talk about who we're taking right now. I would go defensive end and I would go quarterback. But I'm not going to get into. Can we get Gano into the Ring of Honor? He's the Ring of Honor right now. How he didn't make the Pro Bowl, I don't know. I miss the Jersey Generals. I even miss the Jersey / New York Generals. I miss the New York Knights of the WFAL. Of the WFL, the World Football League, back in the 90s. I went to those games. Gano almost carried the Giants to victory. And I'm an idiot. Because Burrow threw for 525 yards. I didn't watch any games this weekend, really. I watched the Giant game because I'm an idiot. Tana doesn't want Watson, Wilson, or Rodgers. So I would take all 3. But the problem is they're not going to get here. They're not coming here. We got nothing. We got nothing to give for them. Yes, I know the USFL starts in April. Let's go Jersey Generals. But then at the end, when Trump took over, it was Jersey / New York Generals. People forget about that. But Tim, aren't you worried the Giants swing coaches staff will ruin Malik Willis? I'm ruined. I am already ruined. It doesn't matter. This is everything's ruined now as it is. And my theory is this: you bring Joe Judge back and this monstrous mess back, Malik is going to have a nice, clean staff in 2023. Thank you, Zach. Chat's good as Philadelphia Children's Hospital. So USFL is coming back, so we'll have more football. We are going to have more football, and that's going to be great because maybe we can get a winner. Bills Mafia here. White Vick did his thing today. Yes, it's for the losers who never uttered the phrase Danny Dimes. I love it because I was at Danny Dimes' home debut in reference to the preseason. I was on the field. And I remember when Eli Manning got finished for his night, Danny Dimes came in, the crowd erupted. It was like the Messiah had mystically appeared from the mist. He's out of the moors. He's rising up from the fiery phoenix is rising up for the ashes. Second series, he comes in for the touchdown. And you know what it was? It was something new. It wasn't Eli for 15, 16 years. It was something new. Lord, do we wish that we had Eli. If Eli comes back, we can buy jerseys. Joe Burrow's turned down the Bungles around from the worst team in the NFL to the top of the NFC North in the second season. And the worst thing is, they don't have a great offensive line. What's the excuse? What's the excuse? What pick would take Willis? Here's the thing about Malik Willis. All the draft prognosticators have him going within the top 15. You look at social mediaites, they don't even think he's a third-round pick, but I always go by what the draft guys say. Because like I said, I still know some personnel people. And the one person I talked to recently, and he's the same gentleman that I did the video, go back and watch, who told me the Giants would never pass on Andrew Thomas, told me that Malik Willis will go within the top 15, no doubt. If he balls out in his pro day, he could jump into at least the second position in reference to quarterbacks. Don't be shocked if he goes to Denver. He could go higher than that. But we need something. I've said this before, we need a 21st century quarterback. We don't need a statuesque quarterback. And that's like when people talk about Pickett, I'm like, no, I don't need another stationary target in the pocket. You could talk about Daniel Jones and his wheels. Daniel Jones and I've always mentioned this before, Daniel Jones is like I had a 77 Oldsmobile. And that car was fast. As long as you pushed it downhill and got it going with a head of steam. That's Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is not, and I've said this a million times, Daniel Jones is like a point guard who cannot create his own shot. Everything has to be perfect. You need a player where if things break down and are not perfect, they can still make something happen. In my mind, that's Malik Willis. In some ways, that's Justin Fields. He has shown that. His injuries are more of his problems, and he also needs to get on. He also needs to get on the horn. If we have a half-decent line, I'd be all in Malik. Malik had no line and still got his team 8 wins. No offensive line this year. And I always tell people, when you watch Malik Willis, watch the player, not the team. That's what you need to look at. Watch the player, not the team. Top college quarterback need to start pulling more LAs. Yeah. You don't want to get that monster first contract anymore. Hold out for another team when he needs in 2 years. Yeah, I agree. He needs to pull on Eli Manning. But who the hell wants to come to the Giants? The Duck had no line, was given 5 minutes before the game's notice and had to start and then balled out. Because it's about talent. This is what I say about Daniel Jones. And this is what I've said about Daniel Jones since day one. Daniel Jones is a quarterback of moments. He has moments in games. He has games that are moments in times, but it's not a longevity of a career. A career cannot be defined by single moments in single games. A career needs to be decided by consistency. And if you're consistently bad and you have moments, you are still bad. You are still bad, but you have moments. But moments don't win the day. You know what wins the day? You being consistent. You showing a progression. You showing an ability to move forward. Don't be a quarterback of moments. And that's what Daniel Jones is. He has his moments, but the problem is the moments are fleeting. Moments don't last forever. I always think of Kevin Costner and Crash Davis in Bull Durham. Nuke LaLoosh comes in after striking out the side. He's all pumped up. He's all excited. And Crash tells him, your fastball was this, your curveball was this, and the show they would rip you. And Nuke looks at him and goes, can I just enjoy the moment? Crash looks back and says, the moment's over. Moments end. A career of longevity and a career of progression is what we need. We need a 21st century quarterback, not a guy that just stands there. I see people are saying, well, this person said this about him, about Malik Willis, that Daniel Jones is better. They don't know sports. You think I would take Malik Willis over Daniel Jones 400 times. And then twice on Sunday. Fans don't understand this. Jet fans made the mistakes. They made the mistake with Darnold. They held on to Darnold too long. But then at the end of the day, you know what? They figured it out and they got rid of him. Is Zach Wilson the answer? I don't know. The problem is so many people got spoiled for all these years with Eli Manning. You got spoiled. He always plays. He always suited up. He was always there. Good night, Zachary. He was always there for us. That was the problem. He was always there. You got spoiled. I lived through the Joe Pisarchiks. I lived through the Danny Cannells, the Ken Grahams, the Scott Bruners, the Jeff Rutledges. I lived in the quarterback, the Dave Browns, the quarterback wasteland. Mel Gibson in Mad Max could have found a quarterback better in that wasteland. But you know what? You can't keep making the same mistakes over and over again and then thinking to yourself, this is the way to do it. Give me a clone of that bad man. Where are you, Eli? I've always said this. You retired Eli's jersey. You know what you need to do? You need to hermetically seal Eli Manning in glass in Giant Stadium and say, break glass in case of emergency. Well, we're having an emergency. It's a sad day when Giants fans only have to look forward to the drafts and the mock drafts. That's true, City, man. That's true. Oh, my God. Yep. Press conferences don't mean anything. Thoughts on moving forward with Daniel Jones? Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't want it. Don't need it. Ship his ass out. Postage due. I will take the money, the $4.68 we raised for the Isaac Yiadom bus ticket last year, and I will put that in the Daniel Jones coffers of the bus tickets. Archie Manning. Archie Manning next. Why not? But I would take Tony Romo in a heartbeat today. I would take Eli Manning. The Saints were so desperate. They reached out to Drew Brees, Cade McNown, and someone else to come in and play. Oh, and Phillip Rivers. That's how desperate they were looking for a quarterback. Tony Romo wasn't bad at all. Tony Romo was a good quarterback. Tim, what are your thoughts on the articles from the Swarmer Scouts ripping into the organization? Here's my thing about, I don't want to, I did a video about this. You are a disgruntled employee. You are a disgruntled ex-employee for a reason. Because you probably got fired. And I know that if you get fired, you're probably not that excited about the organization. So you're going to say stuff. I did a video about it. I called it a non-story. I didn't even do a story. It's a non-story. Put a name to the source. And don't tell me they're a disgruntled ex-employee. How many gruntle employees do you know that get fired? What's going on, Afghanistan, baby? Oh, yeah. I am glad I always stuck up for Eli. I remember folks swore up and down that Eli was the problem. Swore. Maybe some of us deserve what's happening to this team. I don't know about that. I don't think anyone deserves this. I was a staunch Eli supporter. Always was. I stuck by Eli from the day they drafted him to the day he retired. I think they did him dirty in some ways with Daniel Jones. Same with Geno Smith. But I agree with that. And I said this. We're in the wasteland right now. We're in the wasteland. We need to get out of the wasteland. We don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. Thunderdome. I like this question. Tim, how pissed would you be if Kevin Abrams was hired? I think we just saw me throw the hats, the jerseys, and everything else. If Kevin Abrams is hired, I quit. I've already told you. If Kevin Abrams is hired, I quit. I am done. I walk out. I walk out doing one of these, doing an Eli Manning. And I walk into another organization. I always thought Eli was a little overrated. 500 career record, top 5 defense is great, right? Like both Super Bowls, that's it. Well, there's a problem with Eli Manning. Here's the theory about that Eli Manning. Oh, Zach left. Check what our rankings were in reference to our running game, defense, and offensive lines back in 2011, and then talk to me about Eli Manning. Then talk to me. Daniel Jones, or Jones, is a dead arm quarterback. Doesn't matter what the system is. Fans say he has to learn a new system, doesn't understand the talent. I don't think he's a dead arm quarterback. I just think he's a quarterback that doesn't have skills. He's a quarterback, and I've said it again, logic finds he's a quarterback of moments. But moments do not define a quarterback when that's all you have. You need to have more than just moments. I saw some older comments saying that he didn't want to give Eli the O-line excuse, and that's why the excuse is Daniel Jones. Everyone is the Eli. You know what? Eli to me was the guy. He was the man. Phil Simms to me was the man. You look at Daniel Jones and you don't sit there and go, yeah, he's going to win. You look at Joe Judge, you don't sit there and goes, he can lead this troop. He can't, because he can't. We need to stop. And I've said it again to the people that just joined. You see the stadium behind me right here against the Washington football team. This is what the stadium needs to look like. This is what it needs to be. I believe it's on January 2nd. I'm not going. I was going. I'm not going. Don't buy the gear. Don't buy the Pepsi. Don't even buy Pepsi. We're boycotting Pepsi because I like Coke better anyways. The only way is if you hurt them financially, will they understand? We are sick of this. In the old days, someone would have been fired today because this showing was god-awful. 34 straight points. Where's the heart? Where's the pride? And I've said this before. I hated Leonard Williams with the Jets. Hate him now. I said, give him $11 million. Don't give him any more because he plays for Leonard Williams. I always do the line from Miracle, Michael Ruzioni, and Herb Brooks when he's got him running suicides. And they stops and he goes, who do you play for? He goes, I play for the United States of America. Problem is Leonard Williams plays for Leonard Williams. Kenny G plays for Kenny G. And to all the people that are like, look at Kadarius Toney. He's like a ping pong ball. He does this. I warned everyone. You can't do that forever. The nicest thing they could say about his route running coming out of colleges was he was unique. That's never a good thing. What's going to happen? And I warn this with everyone. People are going to start staying at home in front of him. They're going to park in front of him, let him do his moves, slow him down till the cavalry arrives. Again, don't be a player of moments. Be a player of longevity. Don't be a flash. How long we had Eli wasn't the biggest issue. It was how poorly they protected him. We've done the same thing now. We're probably doing the same to the next guy behind. And that's the thing about Eli. You're right. Eli had such horrid lines at times that Mara even came out at one point and said, yes, we wasted a better part of Eli's career. But he was still a soldier. He still soldiered on. Eli was inconsistent at times, but he always showed up. Eli always, 2 minutes left. Giants down by 5. Giants down by 6. How many times did Eli march that team down the field? Pat Shurmur's first season. Giants lost 5 of 6 games in the last 2 minutes with their defense after Eli gave them the lead. I disagree on Jones having no skills because I think he has decent skills, but I totally agree on Jones being a quarterback of moments. A really great way to actually put his career. Thank you. I'm not saying he doesn't have any skills. He made the NFL. I knew in college that I was never going to go beyond college. And I always tell the story. There was only 2 reasons why I didn't go pro. Injuries and lack of talent. Beyond that, I was great. You make the NFL. You make the NFL. You're good. Daniel Jones is like a one-armed goalie. He's saying, "Don't worry, coach. I'll get a next one." Thank you, James. I needed that. What is this? Talk shows and fans rant. Got pizzas to the yes. Piazza to the Mets. Yes. In 80. Yes. Have to scream and bitch. And the way the house gets clean. You are right. You are right. That's how we got Piazza to the Mets. You're right. You're not wrong. What's up? What's up? What's up, Jeff? Tommy! Tommy? Little South Park homage. Tony is a gadget player. Trade him ASAP. I don't dislike Tony. Probably a nice kid. But like I said, defense has figured it out. Park your ass in front of him. He catches the ball in open field, not in stride. Park in front of him. Control your environment. Like I said, I had a coach used to tell me this all the time. I had to fill in for a middle linebacker once. And he told me, and I said, he's a Southern guy. He sat there and said, you know what? You got a yard here, yard there, yard that way, yard. That's your tackle zone. That's your tackle box. Don't leave it. Just destroy anything that comes in there. Okay. Same thing with Tony. Keep him in front of your tackle box. Slow him down till the cavalry arrives. You have to progress. And is this coaching staff going to be the one that progresses Kadarius Toney? Or is he going to be a player of moments? 100%, Tim. You know I'm always right. I saw people on Twitter, it's like, no joke, we should play Kadarius Toney as quarterback. We should run the Wildcat. What are you people, stupid? There's a reason why the Wildcat is and I'm not trying to make fun of him because I saw it all over Twitter. The Wildcat is a gimmick. And the first time I think someone just said that Tony's a gimmick player. The Wildcat is a gimmick. You can't do that. Oh, Evan, I'm not making fun of you, Evan. I'm not making fun of you. I saw it all over Twitter today. We'll run the Wildcat. Football sport of kings, better than diamond rings. Football. Goldie Hawn Wildcats. This ain't Madden, guys. The people on Twitter, this ain't Madden, guys. If you wrote that on Twitter, please don't subscribe to me. Please. Just go away. Don't go away, man. Just go away. Oh my God. Wellington is rolling over in his grave. He is. Could Jones' ceiling be like Carson Wentz with a running game? No. Carson Wentz was having an MVP caliber season before he got hurt. Carson Wentz's biggest issue is injuries. And they're weird injuries too. We need Goldie for head coach. Wildcats was such a great movie. Most people don't remember that's Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson's first movie together. Bubba was in that from Forrest Gump. He was the bird. A lot of good movies. A lot of good people in the movie. A lot of good people in the movie. I always tell the scene, one of my favorite scenes in the movies when she's arguing with her husband in the stands before during the championship games. And you've ever been to a stadium like that, and people are always in your business, and she's like, this and the kids and this and this kids. And one guy looks at him, let her keep the kids, Frank. One of my favorite lines in the movie. Kenny Pickett, I would take Pickett. Because Pickett knows how to slide. He can even fake slide. Man, I'm still fast. Still fast. Told the story last week how when I used to work in clubs in Philadelphia as a bouncer, that they used to the bartender would throw bottles at me because I'd just be standing there and all of a sudden I just grab the bottle because I got big paws. So I just grab the bottle out of the air. People are like, he's not even looking. Why fans scared to take court? Because they're stupid. You take the best talent available. Of course, I agree with that. You don't reach because sometimes when you always know if you reach, it's because you're reaching out of need. But sometimes reaching out of need and necessity is the thing to do. Come on. Okay. We all know who my quarterback is. There he is. Liberty Zone, Malik Willis. That's going to be the Gen quarterback. I'm going to willing for Willis. The Giants offense is like tripping into the same hole. It really is. Could you describe the ruckus? I heard a ruckus. It's an imperfect world. Screws fall out, balls fall out. It's an imperfect world. Breakfast Club. I'd take Jimmy G in a second. Lol. Everyone's All-American was better than Wildcats. Dennis Quaid 40 times. Dennis Quaid in the scene where he was playing for the Broncos, he actually broke his collarbone. AJ Dewey broke his collarbone. He falls down on the ground. He's in the snow. and he's looking like this. AJ Dewey actually broke his collarbone in that scene. The Gray Ghost. Gavin Gray. Play Willie Beeman. You know, hold on, wait a minute, let's see here. For you, my friend, I will play Willie Beeman. Where's Willie Beeman here? Because we need some steam and Beeman. You're right.
Gotta get to work. That's right.
Yes.
Come on. My name is Willie.
Oh yeah. We need a Willie Beeman. We need Malik. Willing for Willis. All aboard. All aboard the Willis train. Get on the train.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
Or before you get run over. I always loved this David Sills. The David Sills guy. David Sills was a high school. Yeah, David Sills was a high school quarterback. He's also a quarterback. He played a little bit at West Virginia. And the problem with David Sills is he can't even get on the roster and all of our wide receivers are hurt. They re-signed Alex Bachman. I'm going to give everyone the highlight play of David Sills' giant career. I'm open. Whoops. Sorry. Didn't mean. I'm supposed to catch that, right? Feel bad for the kid. He was literally everyone's All-American, not mine. He was everyone's All-American for 2 seasons. Well, you're exactly right, Todd. If I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm going somewhere respectable protection. I don't want to put any part of this team. I agree. Deshaun Watson's not coming here. Giants aren't going to part with their draft capital. They can't. They have so many other issues that you can't get rid of it. What do you kind of agree about? I kind of agree. I feel Wentz and Jones have similar skill sets, but Wentz is a bigger body of work. He was going to an MVP season before he got hurt. Jones is going to McDonald's. And he's not even going to supersize. If you were to fire Judge, and if you so, who would you want? I've already said it. Go up to Michigan. Take the New York Giants brink truck. Find Jim Harbaugh's house. Get to his front door. Open the backs of the trucks and dump all this money on his driveway. And say, here you go, Jimmy. Come take over our team and save us. Or I would go after Dobbs in Indianapolis. Would you take a flyer? Oh, wait a minute. What was this? Would you take a flyer on Mayfield a year? Stop again. Mayfield, to me, you know what Mayfield's biggest problem right now is? He's playing with a torn labium in his other shoulder, in his other arm. He's playing with a tear in his non-throwing shoulder. As you know how painful that is? That is painful. And he's playing through it. That's why he's throwing balls short, because he can't step up. We need Malik Willis right now so we can build around him. We need something. How good was Vick in Atlanta? I'm going to tell you something right now, Mr. Saeed, one of my favorite subscribers. There was nothing like Vick when he first came into the league. There was nothing like it. There was nothing like him. He did not have the accuracy that he had towards the end of his career in Philadelphia, but he was electric. He had such bad teams around him at times, but he willed them to win. He was a difference maker. He was one guy on a team or an offensive 11 that could make up for the shortcomings from the other 10 guys. I always joke, because if you ever remember, because NFL 2K was back then as well, and Madden, the player you always wanted to have, because it was like Bo Jackson and Tecmo Bowl, was Vick, because he was unstoppable. But that's what he was like in real life. He was a human highlight. You would watch him do stuff on the field and go, I have never seen that before. Do you really think Malik Willis is the answer? Depends on the question. Do you want to build an organization around a 21st century quarterback who has the skill set and the arm, but needs to be massaged and maturated? Yes, then he's the answer to that. If you're looking for a quarterback messiah that's going to come in right away and be that guy, he's not going to probably be Malik. Malik's going to need some seasoning. He's going to need a little adobo, a little sazon. Put that all in there. Of course, my Spanish population will know what the hell I'm talking about. Little so free. Then they'll be fine. And that was the thing. Yes, Vick was not a big guy. He had a cannon. A cannon. He could flick the ball 50, 60 yards downfield. Just like with the flick of a wrist. Like it was nothing. Wild on a full gallop. Just have to build the line and our first round picks and not worry about quarterback. But here's the problem. You have no guarantee you're going to get a quarterback in 2023. You have no guarantee. You got cap problems in 2022. You may not be able to afford the top 10 picks you have. Yep. Why didn't management think it would work again? Jones ain't Eli. You need a guy like Herbert, Willis, who can get out of the pocket. We need something. We need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. We need a hero. Quarterbacks split their arms when they wind up to throw. Torn labrum on the other shoulder really matters. Yes, it does. Thank you, Saeed. Thank you. That is the best way to put it. That's why I would still take Baker Mayfield. The guy probably should not even be playing. He reminds me of me when I played. Something falls off, you strap it back up and keep going. And you're right. Yes, that's actually the perfect way to say it. He's playing, even though it's in his non-throw, it hurts like a son of a bitch. Because of the motion. Baker Mayfield would even have more commercials if we, oh my God, Baker Mayfield. I'm tired of Baker Mayfield commercials. I don't want to see any more of those. I'm going to make a bunny tomorrow. I'm probably the only Puerto Rican Irishman you'll ever meet. No guarantees your O-line works out. O-line busts all the time. You're right. You're right. And I've said this. Be bold, and mighty forces will come to your aid. That's what the Giants need to do. Be bold. Be different. Have an understanding. Tim, we have a hero. He's currently resident. I want him, John. I will drive the truck for the Giants. I will. Jim Harbaugh. If you are listening, and I know you're not, but anyone who maybe knows Jim Harbaugh that's listening, I will move you for free. I will come to your house and move your shit for you for free. I will carry it on my back for free. What kind of guy I am. Just please come save us. So what do you think we do? Trade one of the picks and draft Willis? I don't know. If our salary cap doesn't afford. The problem is, here's the thing, Floyd, and I've talked about this, ad nauseum. The problem with top 10 picks is when you have no salary cap in 2022, your rookie pool is going to get killed with having these 2 picks. And people always, when they do the prognostications and reference to the salary cap, they forget about the rookie pool. They forget about the rule of 51. You want that? Honestly, what's best for the Giants is to take the highest pick someone, and then drop down to 15. Because that's when you're going to get more of a break off your pool. But I would take Willis. Well, the Browns should put Derek Anderson in. They should put Derek Anderson in. Derek Anderson, I remember when he was battling with what's his name? The other legend, Tim Couch. Took him to the playoffs one year. Tim, Mayfield, New York media track and fit. I'm not sure he is an instant upgrade of Jones for sure. I think he is an instant upgrade. I was talking to people in New York about clubs. I can't remember. Was it Bat Labar, Bar Labatt? It was a great club in New York. I couldn't remember how to say it. Used to love there. I'm Puerto Rican and full Irish. Well, you know why we have tempers then. I just don't know, guys. No GM is going to want to come to the Giants because you're forcing head coach, and a GM wants his own players, his own coach, and no Giants are going to do what they always do. Fire one guy, keep one of the other. That's the thing, Antoine. We talked about this. No respectable GM is going to come in here and say, okay, let's see here. I got no salary cap money. I do have 2 top 10 picks, but I may not be able to afford one of them. I got to have a failed head coach and going on a quarterback in his 4th year who we don't really know who he is or what he can do. Where do I sign the contract? You sold me. You had me at hello. Hoping for Harbaugh. Here we go. I'll drive across the border, move Harbaugh to Jersey if he's willing to save us. Okay, now we have 2 people. Okay, so it's going to be me and John. Me and John are going to move Jim Harbaugh if he decides we could just kidnap him. What movie was that where they kidnapped the quarterback? I can't remember what the movie was. I'm not going to kidnap Jim Harbaugh. I'm joking. Ed Dobbs, Jim Harbaugh, 2022. Problem solved. We can end the stream now. Problem solved. I agree, Floyd. Am I from Long Island? No. From Jersey. I'm like a mutt. I was everywhere when I was younger. But I'm not from Long Island. I'm not Long Island strong. Leonard Williams takes too many plays off. Yes, he does. Luckily, we're paying $20-something million for him not to get a sack.
King of the almost sack.
Luckily, we're not paying him to do that. Giants are going to fire Joe Judge, trade Jones next season. They will keep Abrams for another season for continuity, and we will change regimes every 2 years. That's probably not too far off, but this is what we're going to do. I am calling all of my powers from YouTube. Like I have any YouTube powers. But I am calling all my powers. We are going to make this happen. We are going to make this happen. I am going to break out. And we are going to make this happen.
Can we review?
I'm sorry, can we review our status? Oh my God. You know, I was vamping because I was looking for. And everyone's going to not go to the game. I'm going to get a call from Aaron and say, did you tell everyone not to go to the game? I mean, like, yeah. And I told him to throw everything away. Giants have to draft a quarterback and move on for an injury-prone Joe. Yes. It's not hard. Jay's got it. I was just watching Wedding Singer when Adam Sandler's on the plane. He's explaining his story. And at one point, Billy Idol's there, and he goes, Billy Idol gets it. Why doesn't she get it? Jay's got it. Jay, you want to jump in and help me move with John Harbaugh in here? Yes, John, yes. Twice. He's in charge of the salary cap. And I love it because people say, well, he's not in charge of the day-to-day operations. He's just in charge of the whole thing. What kind of stupidity is that? You're still in charge of it. Oh, my God. What you ordered, Jim Harbaugh at Dobbs. You get Joe Judge, Kevin Abrams. No, because I'm going to have more people. We're going to have we are going to have, look, we got another one coming in here. I'll help pack Joe's bags as well. I will give you a large Coke. I'm not giving you a Pepsi. I'll give you a large Coke. Can I pay $23 million just to play pat a kick like Leonard Williams does and take every other playoff and collect a paycheck, nothing more? Yeah, you can. I can't understand the pick of Barkley. How can fans understand that you don't draft an ace back? I'm not going to get into the Barkley picks. We've talked about the Barkley pick. I understood that, hindsight, of course, is always 100% correct. And after that rookie season, everyone thought we had the second coming to Barry Sanders. So I'm not going to debate that. I wonder how many board meetings went with them to decide the fans should be rewarded free memes. I could literally see the Giants now sitting around a big board table. Okay, well, let's see here. We have on the table, we can give away more Eli Manning bobblehead dolls. Maybe we can do like a jersey giveaway. Or what about like world's best fan t-shirts or something like that? And Mara sitting there goes, what if we give them a Pepsi? Great idea. Free Pepsis in the entire game. No. A Pepsi per one barcode for all 4 of your season tickets. And everyone was like, oh, what a great idea, John. I'll help move John to New York. 10 bags of Frito-Lays. All right. Xavier Howard, you're in too. All right. So we got enough to move. We got enough guys now to move Harbaugh in. We got enough guys now. There's like 4 of us. Don't eat the yellow snow. It's always good advice. Don't eat the brown snow either. Tim, where would Tim? My wife when she's tired. Oh my God. Even our punter sucks. Where was this? I'm sorry, right here. Tim, where would you rank Kenny Gallen's undraftless busts? He's pretty well up there. We've had some bad ones. But he probably would take the cake. Yeah, you're gonna have to go back to Nate Solder too. I mean, going back, I'm not gonna go further back in the years, but Nate Solder was bad, of course. But he's pretty bad. He's a secret Kona or a Pepsi. I didn't know that. Even our punter sucks. People laugh at our punter. Oh my God, it's just bad. Bad. You know what? We're going to talk about something good though. We're going to talk. We need to talk. We need to exercise the demons. We need to talk about something good. Something good we need to talk about. So for the next minute and a half, we're going to talk about something good. This team is a dumpster fire. Well, that's something good. Say, all right, we're on. That minute and a half is up quick because we got nothing good to say. We got nothing. We got nothing to say. Our punter was good. What happened? Well, he regressed because he's a giant. What does Jimmy got to say here? A quarterback should be evaluated on 2 things: decision making and actually. I don't understand how you could look at Daniel Jones, check those boxes coming out of college. I don't know. Let's ask Baby Creed. What do you think? I don't know either. I don't know. How? Tim, I mean, Chicago couldn't even lose for us today. There's nothing good. I know. I hate Nick Foles. Hate freaking Nick Foles. Hate him for more reasons. But I hate him even more. I'm thinking. That's why the smoke is coming out of my ears. I'm thinking how to make this better. I got nothing. I got it. Let's give away a free medium Pepsi. I'm confused. All right. On why Mara wants to keep Joe Judge. Joe Judge has done bleep and needs to feel fair. He's literally sending us back 3-4 years. He is. And I don't understand what the thought process is with the Giants in this. I don't get it. I would love to say they're when you had Parcells, and most people aren't going to remember this, but I remember this because Logic Finance, you're crazy. This says call me crazy, but I didn't read the rest of the message. When Parcells went 3-12-1 in 83, for some unknown reason, the fan base, even though they were bad in 83, but they had a good defense. They still had Carson. You still had, you had Lawrence Taylor. You had, Jim Burt. You had a building. You had a nucleus. We just didn't have anything available at the quarterback situation because you went with Rutledge, Sims, and Bruner, and none of them played well. And Sims got hurt in the Philadelphia game when he bashed his helmet. But you felt like there was still hope. And yes, the Giants almost fired Parcells, and Parcells says, "Well, screw this. If you're going to fire me, I'm going to do it my own way anyways." And his team improved and went to 9-7, went to the playoffs. and went to the playoffs. Phil Simms throws for 4,000 yards, first Giant quarterback to ever do that. All right, Logic fans, now call me crazy. Which many Giants fans do. I never wanted Barkley. Even this rookie season, I said it was the right player, wrong team, wrong time. Giants needed a quarterback. Like I said, I don't disagree with that. But like I said, it's you know what the funny thing is? If I go back in time, I'm always right. Just joking. Tim, well, that's me. I see Giant fans are saying DJ is not the problem. I don't know how you can't say is the problem. And here's the problem. If you're not saying his problem, is he the solution? And if you could tell me he is, then I'll be happy. You're not crazy. Institutionalized. You're driving me crazy. Institutionalized. You're the one that's crazy. No, Mom. I'm not on drugs. I'm just thinking. Thoughts on the Giants fans today? Game proved Jones is no good. I stayed off Twitter today. I was on there for like a heartbeat. I was on there for like a minute. I saw the Kadarius Toney thing. I was just like, and people were like, yeah, we should run the Wildcat. Oh my God. And I just see that. And I just try not to laugh.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
You must be. And you would think they were joking. They're not joking. Oh my God. All right. I had season tickets at the Yankee Stadium 66, went to 1-12-1, won one game, 13-10, and that wasn't bad. It isn't bad. This is bad. We're bad. Cop. What does Cop say? Cop thinks DJ is the best player on the team. I can't take the stupidity without the fan base anymore. Cop is Cop. You never get me anything. I would say anything bad about Cop. Cop is his own man. Cop stands by his convictions. Cop stands by his fandom. And I think that's what and I've always said that's what I think his channel is. It's a fan channel. It's not really an information channel. It's a passionate fan channel. So I'll never say anything bad about Cop. I will say bad things about other people. I was on a stream today with a bunch of Eagle fans and other Giant YouTubers, and I introduced myself as the #1 hated Giant YouTuber by Giant YouTubers. Football sport of kings, better than diamond rings. Hello. I hate this team. What's up with a wiggle? I do too. I do too. The one thing to compare Parsons to LT, it's another thing to compare Joe Judge to Parcells and Belichick. Ooh, that's a good one, Saeed. You're right. You're not wrong. Parsons is not LT. And I know they're just excited about him, and I understand that. But he's having a great rookie season, but he's not LT. He's not. This is a good question. Would you give up a first-round pick for Andy Reid? Yes. Oh, wait, was I supposed to pause before I answered? Hold on. I'm going to do what they refer to as a cesura, which is a dramatic pause in literature. Would you give up a first-round pick for Andy Reid? Yes. I'm educated. I know I don't look it. And I'm on YouTube. So how smart can I really be? What'd your fiance ask you? Well, let's go to Ian first here. Will the Giants be able to part ways with Leo Kenny after next season, or they can't get rid of him, and they can't get rid of him next year in 2022. There will still be a cap ramification in 2023, but it will not be as bad. But yes, they can get rid of them. They can, but they can't get rid of them next year because it'll destroy the cap. It'll be like when we got rid of JPP and got rid of Odell Beckham and everyone else. My fiance asked me why I torture myself. I watched him lose every Sunday. I had no response. I have no response either. Kenny had more great games with the Lions. He was a bit overrated. He was never anything close to Megatron. No. And I talked about this before. I have friends that live in Detroit. And I was going to try, I was rubbing it in their face. Yeah, we got Kenny. And they're like, so? I was like, you just lost your star wide receiver and you're responsible. He could have played last year. He was just holding out for his big contract. He's not as good as people say. He can't gain separations. And yeah, he's a good jump ball, good wide receiver, but that's about all he is. And he played with Matthew Stafford in a dome. So like, so that maybe, and I did a video right after that. The Giants coaching staff can't teach the basics such as making a tackle. You know what's funny? I've talked about this. I'm a big proponent of tackling because of what I played. What do? Shoulder down, lean in, thrust forward, both hands wrapped around, hold on, drive with your legs. The Giants do a lot of these little chest bumps out of bounds. That doesn't work. Zach, where did you go? Thought you were gone for the night. We can start talking. Okay, everyone stop talking about Zach. No, we never say anything bad about you, Zach. You know I love you, Zach. Football's for the Kings. How old is Andy Reid? Doesn't matter. I would take Vince Lombardi. And how long has he been dead? Over Joe Judge. Right now, I would take Vince Lombardi. I would put a headset on his grave and let him coach. You're concerned that they'll ruin the first 2 round picks. I agree. You should be concerned. You should be concerned. One thing for certain, Kenny ain't worth $18 million a season. Not for us. No way, no how. Like I said, Afghanistan, baby. Oh, yeah. Friends I had in Detroit were like, so? You heard the scuttlebutt that he could have played through the hip pointer. And I said, don't give him any money. Corey Davis sets the bar at 36, 38 million, whatever it is, and we double that. Hold on. No, I don't have stupid written on my forehead. I just had to check to make sure. Oh, my God. Help us all. I thought you got along with Cobb. I do get along with Cobb. I love Cobb. That's why I said I've never said anything bad ever about Cobb. Because he is what he is, and he doesn't pretend to be something else on his channel. And like I said, I respect Cobb more because he has unwavering opinions. You got to love that. You got to love someone that stands by their convictions, even though everything else around them is telling them it's the opposite. And he stands. I love Cobb. This is why everyone is coming back. They really can't do anything else. They're not going to hand this over to new management. So 1 more year. I agree, Joseph. It's going to be 1 more year of crap. Oh, my God. It was Jake starting against Chicago. I think I'm going to call up and ask if I could suit up. I was in the backyard today. I still got a little juice in the arm. Back in the day, I could throw the ball 45 yards in the air. I think I probably still can. It's all about the motion. People forget about that. Here we go. Yes, he's a contested wide receiver, will not create separation with his routes. However, our quarterbacks are trash and missed him all. He is trash. Devontae Downs tackling. Oh, my God, a Devontae Downs reference. Oh, my God. I've heard Devontae. Hey, Frank, what's going on? I miss Tiki and Brandon Jacobs so much. So do I. I think I'm wearing the Brandon Jacobs jersey. Yeah, got Brandon Jacobs. You can't see. But I got number 27 underneath. I never those. For all you fans who kept saying he's not that great, but accepting mediocrity, Kenny is useless and more of the useless and mediocre Giants. He is. Lombardi never had headset issues. He is dead. So, I mean, I guess that's... Oh, my God. Is Joe Judge worse than Shermer? This is a good question. Yes. Yes, he is. I didn't like Shermer because of his smugness and how pompous he was when he won, which wasn't that much, because then he was the smartest guy in the room and he lost. It was everyone else's fault. But he did try to cultivate a quarterback in Daniel Jones. He did have his team in positions 6 times to win with under 2 minutes left with the defense on the field and a lead. He just couldn't close out the games. Joe Judge just seems like he is a lost puppy. Just kind of look around. We're down by 24. I know what I'll do. I'll call a timeout here on third down with the Eagles. Under 2 minutes left. We'll get the ball back, and I'm calling the 24-point play. Joe, there's not a 24-point play. Well, there should be. Nick's driving me crazy, too. We're going to do a Nick video. I'm a big Nick fan. Big Nick fan. Tim, what year was the worst to be a Giant fan? 2017, 2021. I lean 2017. No, it's 2021. It's 2021. I'm not into hiring Peterson as a head coach. I would hire him as an offensive coordinator. I think a lot of Peterson's success, and I think it was proven, was Frank Reich. Yeah, I don't know. I like Cobb. Cobb's my man. So many comments. Dun-dun-dun. Justin Fields kills us. Remember he could have been the guy playing today. I like Justin Fields. I said, and I think that's why James is bringing this up. I like Justin Fields. I said if Justin Fields was there, we should draft him. If you know what's funny, and I have put a caveat, and I said unless Parsons or Smith are there, because I think he would be. I didn't like Dwayne Haskins coming out of college. I was told I was racist because I didn't like Dwayne Haskins coming out of college. Had nothing to do with the fact that he had 1 year as a starter and doesn't play well and was what I like to refer to as a lollipop thrower. A lollipop thrower to me is, for people that don't know, you have a big wind up and look at the top of my head. You basically just take the ball and go. And that's a lollipop pass, like the top of a lollipop. High arc. Won't play well in the NFL. But Justin, to me, had something. Still does. And he had it on display at times in Chicago. I always talk about that 37-yard touchdown run. He had no way of making that touchdown run. He scored a touchdown. There could have been 15 guys on the field, and he still would score that touchdown. Jake Fromm, Mike Lennon, make Dave Brown look amazing. Dave Brown had a winning season his first year as a starter at 6-10. He got benched for that one game, but he had a winning record. Shermer was somewhat competent. Judges, he's not competent at all. You're right. There's no competency. I already hope we don't keep Joke Judge and Soup Kitchen for too horrible. Back in the day, these people should have been gone. Tim, will you talk baseball on your channel? Those that do not know, I'm going to the radio, making an announcement January 18th. It's a station upstate New York, broadcast mainly into upstate New York area and into Canada. Yes, they have asked me to speak about all football, but of course I will be doing regional sports. So I'll be doing more, like Buffalo Bills, probably Toronto Blue Jays, stuff like that. Probably still Mets and Yankees, because it's still upstate New York. So, yeah, I probably will be. I do like baseball. I'm a fan of the Mets. I was a Met fan going back to 1980. Had to see the likes of Steve Henderson, Pat Zachary, Doug Flynn, Bobby Valentine. Those are all the guys that were traded for Tom Seaver. But yes, I will be talking sports, football. Bring back Ali Sherman. Why not? Is he dead? Bring him back. Why not? I'm not trying to be mean, but hey, you're a Georgia fan. Hi. I missed out on Fields twice. Got Fane Brown instead. New OC Pep Hamilton coach from the Texans. Check him out. All right. I will. I have to learn hockey. That's the only thing. I like hockey and I followed hockey. I'm a Rangers fan. But like I said, I'm not versed in the articles of the new hockey league in the last couple of years. They'd really just want me from my melodious voice. I've already said that to them. Lombardi, a certain magic still lingers in the name. Doing my John Facenda. I can do my John Sterling. Sims to McConkey, 17 yards. Anyone that was in the old stadium remember that. Derek Jeter still used his voice. Maple Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs. I know that. St. Louis, I knew something about hockey. Blue Jays. I'm calling my Blue Jays on the radio. Let's go. You might, it depends where you are in Canada. You might be able to pick it up. I'm going to need all the help I can get. What radio station? I don't work for the station yet. Can't tell anyone until the 18th. Contracts are still in the legal process. Once the legal, and I'm only doing fill-ins. I'm doing overnights. So it's 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. I'm going to be like, hello, is there anybody out there? That's what it's going to be like. But it's something I've always wanted to do. I briefly studied broadcast journalism. It's something I always wanted to do. Just never did. Just think it'll be fun. They recruited me. So I'll tell the whole story on the air. They were in the stream today, checking me out again. Nah, Tim, Canadian hockey is trash. I don't know anything about Canadian. I got to figure out hockey. Tim, do you see us coming out of this nightmare anytime soon? No. I'm thinking 2025 before this, before we see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train. The Malik Willis train. Oh my God, I'm so witty. Giants will turn it around. We're in the Super Bowl every decade. Until that, there's the end of the light of tunnel. Like I said, it might be a train. It might be the Acela. Yes, Jays are soon as we get the better quarterback he'll be. For the 5th and 6th picks, we should got Minshew. I like the Minshew. First of all, he's got a porn mustache, and I call him the porn stash. So I love Minshew. I loved him in Jacksonville. But the Giants don't make those type of moves. You're going to be the new Big Daddy Graham. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Maybe it's a young thing. I'm taking over from Mike Francesa. I love that at one point the rumor was I was going to WFAN. No, I'm not going to WFAN. Would you trade Sean Payton for the Giants? Actually, just asking because we can at least beat the Bears. I would take Sean Payton. I don't think Sean Payton would ever leave the Saints. He somehow just keeps winning. Maple Leafs got a great franchise. Haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967. Oh, that's great. Watch this. I'm on there. Yeah, I was watching those Maple Leafs. They haven't won anything since 67, man. So, I think we need to really take a hard look at that organization. Look at that. I talked hockey. Oh, yeah. If we pass on Bryce Young or Willis and keep Jones around for too many seasons, I might see people call the Giants racist. I don't think the Giants are racist. I'm not racist. People think I'm racist, which I think is hysterical. My wife is Puerto Rican. I think all the majority of my friends are either Hispanic or Black. And I don't say African American because my one friend, Ed, always used to yell at me when I used to say that. And Ed's a pretty big guy. Ed's about 6'7", 325 pounds. And he says, I've never been to Africa. He's like, do you call yourself Irish American? I said, no. I'm kind of afraid of that too. So whatever Ed wants, that's okay by me. But I don't think the Giants are racist. I think the problem with the Giants is, like I said, they are stuck in the mindset. They also benched Eli Manning for Geno Smith. But I think they're stuck in the mindset of let's have the statuesque 6'5" pocket passer and go from there. Tim, I suggest you learn about Harold Ballard. No, thank you, actually. Those are dark times for the Leafs fans. Okay. See, that's good things. I'm like, and I'm not joking. That's actually good information. Because knowing the one caller I'll have is going to be about hockey. And they'll be like, yeah, Tim, the Maple Leafs, they're just not doing this well this year. And this is going on, blah, 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 blah. And I'll say, yeah, and the Giants suck. I think that'll be my rebuttal for everything. Knock, knock. Who's there? The Giants suck. Giants will lose the remaining games. They will not. I think we'll have 4 wins. I said 6 to 7 wins this year. What the hell did I know? Mara really wants to win, but he doesn't know what he's doing. Jim, that actually just summed it up perfectly. I think we should end the show on that one. I'm not going to. I think that just summed it up perfectly. What do you think of the other Malik? Malik Cunningham out of Louisville. Actually, I don't know much about Malik Cunningham out of Louisville, to be honest. I haven't started my draft overviews yet. I haven't started going into that yet. Because, I always wait till the end of the season. I probably should just start now. So I guess the season is kind of over. Is Jalen Hurts better than DJ? Yes. Did a whole show about that. I was on Eagle Bird 31 today. Talked about how I got in trouble because I said I would take Jalen Hurts over Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is better than Hurts. No. Not even close. Better set up the next quarterback for success. I have no idea who that's going to be. I can't give any details to legally. I am obligated. I cannot give any details till January 18th. I cannot legally give any details. There is still a contract negotiation going on. Well, not really contract negotiation. The contract is they sent it to me and someone looking at it legally because I'm not going to negotiate anything. Oh, there's nothing to negotiate either. I have no leverage. No leverage. So it's all good because they could just say no. I'll be like, okay. Giants have never drafted a black quarterback in the first round. I'll just say that again. I mean, the Packers took Jordan Love and they still have Rodgers. I agree. But like I said, I still don't think the Giants are a racist organization. But truly, how many black quarterbacks have come out and that are worthy to go in the first round when the Giants needed a quarterback? Because for 16 plus years, we had Eli Manning. So I'm not going to sit there. I can't sit there and say they're racist because I don't know if they're racist. I don't know if anybody's racist. I mean, there are racist people. I know that. I don't live in a bubble. But I don't know. I mean, the Packers also took Rodgers when they still had Brett Favre. The Packers are always good at planning their next steps ahead. Giants, not so much. Not so much. When is the online Big Blue drama series starting? There's no drama. Oh my God. They are stuck in the Phil Simms prototype. Problem is there's only one Phil Simms. There's only one Phil Simms. There's only one Eli Manning. That's the big problem. That's why it's time. It's time for Malik. We're willing for Willis. We're going to make it happen. I like this one though. Hurt is playing. Jones is not. Hurt, winner by default. You're not wrong. My dream is we have Carl Banks as the next GM. I don't know if Carl Banks would want to be a GM because you know what? It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to sit here and blast people. It's easier. It's more fun. That's why I never, I've ripped Dave Gettleman. I'm not going to say I never have ripped Dave Gettleman, but I ripped Dave Gettleman, but I respect the fact that he has a body of work in the NFL as a general manager. I don't. I'm just a dumb guy on a mic that goes on YouTube. I am dashingly handsome. I know that. Mahomes, Jackson's, Fields next season. Our man Malik Willis. It's going to be, James, we are willing for Willis. Hopefully your steaks turned out well the other day. Mine were awesome, man. I made lasagna with it. The Giants are racist. It's nepotism. I don't think the Giants are racist. I just think they're stupid. Can we just call them that? Jameis Winston would be a perfect offseason fit for this. Problem is, I don't think Jameis is going to leave the Saints because he's got a better opportunity to play and win with the Saints. I like Jameis Winston coming out of Florida State. He's never met a pass that he never wants to throw out of bounds. You got to love that. He'll throw 40 touchdowns and 39 interceptions. You got to love that. He's fun to watch at least. He's fun. The worst thing you could say about Jameis, I can't say anything about Jameis. I like Jameis. He's fun. He would be different in New York. He would be different at least. I mean, he'll throw 7 interceptions in a row, but he keeps firing back. Short-term memory loss. Thank you for Super Chat. Super Chat's good. Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Not even a free ticket would get me in MetLife. This is what the stadiums look like, Connor. I am calling upon all my powers of persuasion and saying, if you're a Giant fan, stay away. Do not go to the game. Stop. In the name of love, before you break my heart like it over. Don't go. Stay home. I'm a bandwagon fan. Cool. We didn't look this bad under Jones. We were competitive, but still injured skill players, other quarterbacks get passes. Yes, and also other players. Also, other players are injured on other teams, and they still win. Oh, I don't think you're talking about me. You're a bandwagon fan. You're probably not talking about me. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something like intelligent to say. I am. I have an IQ over 140. I admit that. I broke the test in college. They made me take it twice. But I can't think of anything intelligent to say. I can't think of anything intelligent to say about this team. Talking about the Rangers comments you made. I didn't make any. Did I make a Ranger comment that I make? Are you guys fighting in the chat? No fighting in the chat. Nothing but love here. Nothing but love. I don't know Fist Vegas. And I don't have a problem with Chris. He's got a problem with me. And then he says, I'm not a man because I won't call him out by name. But the problem is I don't have a problem with you, so I don't call you out a name. And then when you told me I'm not a man to call you out a name, what did I do in the next video? I called you out by name. I don't know Fist Vegas. I don't watch other giant YouTubers. Chris was like, well, you're the ultimate troll. Well, it's great that I corner a spot in your mind. I don't watch anybody. I don't. Me and my wife even laughs. She goes, you hate YouTube and you're on YouTube. I think that's an oxymoron. I don't know who Fisk Vegas is. I don't know which one. I don't know which one Fisk is. Fisk Vegas. It's Fisk Vegas. I don't know which one that is. I just learned the Giants talk, and then I know the fireside people that people tell me what they say, and I don't watch them. I just say I just literally tell them I just watch comments. I just tell them. I just tell them what you got. I mean, people tell me what they say, and I say what they say, then they're stupid. I mean, I don't know if they actually say it. I'm just giving my opinion. I don't remember which video it was. It was the Dave Gelman video points. I don't remember. I don't want to talk about Chris. Saeed understands this. Stop making rebuttal videos of Chris, man. I know you rebut him. Stop. That's the thing. Chris says I make rebuttal videos about his videos, but the problem is my videos come out at 10:30 in the morning. I'm not sure how that works. My videos are out first. You want to know why? Because I record early in the morning because I'm usually up like at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I just record, and I can record for like 10 minutes, and then I post the video at 10:30, 11 o'clock. There's just so much content to go around. I've talked about this a million times. Bad Dog and I have dropped the same video within minutes of each other, and I mean the same video, the same topic. And I would tell him, stay out of my brain. I would drop a video, or he would drop a video, and a minute later I'd drop my video. It'd be the exact same video. Fist sounds like two fake names put together. Maybe that's his real name. I laugh because I worked with a guy, literally, I worked with a guy named Austin Powers. And I remember the first day I met him. And he walks up and, we're in the conference room because I was once successful. I was once a successful business person. he walked in the conference room and he introduced, he goes, "Hi, I'm Austin Powers." And I go, "Hi, I'm Batman." And then my friend John looked at me and goes, "No, Tim, that's really his name." That was like I once worked with a guy named Bill Gates. And I love it because I, again, walked into a meeting. He goes, and everyone was kind of being kind of sassy. And he goes, "Hi, I'm Bill Gates." I go, "Hi, I'm Steve Jobs." And again, friend Ray looks at me and goes, "No, his name's really Bill Gates." It's like, damn, man. I can't catch an effing break. Oh, my God. I am psychic. Watch this. Those out there that are part of my psychic network, you know what I just said. So, man, you're a troublemaker. You're a troublemaker. I don't know how I rebut people when my videos come out first. I don't know. I record at 5 a.m. sometimes. I'm one of those people that I don't sleep a lot. I'm always been a high energy person. I don't sleep a lot. I go walk the dogs and stuff. I go out in the fields, I do stuff like that. So, Tim, you don't watch Talking Giants? No. I don't know who that is. I think it was Giants Talk. It was a podcast someone sent me. People send me videos. I don't watch. And I shouldn't, this is probably, it's not, I'm trying not to be rude. But sometimes people will send me things and they'll DM me for things like videos of other people. I don't watch them. Some of it, like if you send me an article, like Vinny G and a bunch of other people send me great articles, I'll read those, but I don't watch the videos. It's a weird dichotomy because I don't like YouTube. My son likes YouTube. My son is young. Very young. He likes YouTube. And I understand that because there's cool stuff to watch on YouTube. What did Fist Vegas said? Fist said DJ would be Peyton Manning with legs. Well, it didn't work out too well. Oh, this is good. It's an under 30 thing, Tim. Arguing over nonsense online about things that actually have zero understanding on, back and forth. You like to argue like children, waste of time personally. And I do ignore the children. I do. It's all good. But I always say something. You know what? If you're going to say something to me, say it to my face. Don't go on something called Discord and bash me. Say it to my face. And I've said this before. What you say to me, I have no distinction, or I don't differentiate what someone says to me on YouTube or what someone says to me in person, because I think it's the same thing. So if you say something to me on YouTube, I think you're basically saying it to me in real life, and I take it that way. And that's a bad way to go. Chris was saying he was going to punch you if he saw you at a giant game. Man up. I'm 6'2", 235. You don't get a face like this by not brawling. Man up. That's what I tell people. I'll pick a spot. Pick a spot, man. I'm in the red lot. I might just go to the giant game for that. I don't know if you really said that. I am negative. Are you a subscriber to Jake Paul? No. That's the boxer, right? That's the boxer. The guy that boxes. You have 7 children in chat. Ignore them. I ignore everybody. That's why I said, if he said that, I don't think he would ever say that. Tim, that's me. I'm part of the group that likes both you and Tana. I love the content, and that's what I've said a million times, man. This is what I've said a million times. Thank you, Afghanistan, baby. Oh yeah, you can like whoever you like. Why do I always feel like at the end of this, I'm always a therapy session? You can like whoever you want to like. You can have different points of views and different perspectives and still kind of reach the same spot. Some people like pizza. Some people like calzones. You can like what you want. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide who you want to like and who you want to watch. It shouldn't be a difference. And like I said, I don't do this for the likes, the clicks, the bleeps, and the boops. I don't. I do it because I honestly, I've told this story before. I didn't even want to be on YouTube. My friend Quaddy wanted to have a channel. I set it up for him. I was going to do the first show with him. After the first show, he quit. So I continued. 7,000 plus subscribers. Yeah, there's 1.1 million views in under 2 years. This is where we're at. Is it going to last? I don't know. It slows down during riding season. List of Vegas was slurping chicken. List of Vegas. Oh, Fist Vegas. I get that. Wait a minute. Wrong button. I don't know. The buttons aren't working. What do we got here? Fist Vegas said Jones would be the number one pick if he had a big time school. Don't do drugs, people. I don't know. I don't know if he said it. If he did, he did. Be safe, my friend. Be safe. Be well. What is the you know what the you know all right, you know what the good question. If you're grilling, saute your steak in butter and mix it with a little sazon and a little adobo. Let it soak and get yourself a big green egg. They're comparing Parsons to LT. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. No, Jake Paul is just another example of how sad boxing is. He's not a real boxer, though. He even comes off and says he's not a real boxer. What was it, Merriweather or whoever he was fighting? He basically carried him to the fight. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, my brother? Can we get the draft? I'm ready for Willis. Ready for Malik. Let me hear the train. Well, for you, my friend, you know I'm going to let you hear the train. Hold on. I'll get the sound effect for you, man. Or do you want to hear Quad City DJs, the train? Come on, ride the train and ride it. Come on, ride the train and ride it. Quad City DJs. Call it the train. Oh, man. I actually, it's funny story about Quad City DJs. Some of that song was actually done in the train was done in Florida, in Orlando. The studio is no longer, they're defunct. So I actually got to watch because my friend used to own the studio. I used to watch them doing the train. We're the Quad City DJs, and you know we call it the train.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
I miss Malik Willis, and he hasn't even started yet. Tell me your sidekick. I know I am. He wants to give him all. Here's my psychic abilities. I love how one channel said to me, the only redeeming value about your channel is you donate your money. So I guess that's a redeeming value. How pissed would I be? I'd be pretty pissed if we took a pick at a 5. Okay, imagine our O-line will turn into Maulers having a great quarterback. No, they're not. But a great quarterback behind a bad offensive line can't mask some deficiencies. Go back and watch early Michael Vick. Just throwing that out there. I need a ticket to board the Malik Willis train.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
Oh, my God. And we got Patrick Willis. Why do we keep getting Patrick Willis comments? I don't know what's going on with Patrick Willis comments. It doesn't mount, Lester. What are we talking about here? Everyone just be nice. Let's all be nice. Be well. People aren't probably going to remember what movie that's from. Sandra Bullock. Wesley Snipes. And Sylvester Stallone. Be well. Alina Huxley. Oh, my goodness gracious. How come you didn't do a late night stream after last week's game? I was tired, John. I'm old. I was tired. Honestly, I had a lot going on last week. I had a lot going on house-wise. Oh, my goodness gracious here. Vick does not grow on trees. You're right. He doesn't grow on trees. That's why we need Malik Willis. Oh, my God. See, my friend, I think I'm going to be out of here, too, because it's almost 11. It's almost. I think Joe Judge doesn't let his. I think Joe Judge doesn't let his 900 coaches coach. Yeah, it's true. I wouldn't hate our own line as much if the fours and fifth didn't stink. We're putting it nicely. That was putting it nicely. That is putting it very nicely. A young stud quarterback can make a week offensive line. Not so bad. Joe Burrows. Excellent point, John. John is not only extremely intelligent. John is also a good mover. He's going to help me move Jim Harbaugh. Oh, wait. Yeah, the stream video was taken down. It was hate speech. You want hate speech? I'll give you hate speech. It was hate speech and something else it was reported as. It's all right. How is Mrs. Online Big Blue is doing better? Those that don't know, Mrs. Online Big Blue had an episode and she ended up in the emergency room last week. But she is doing better, Zachary. It was not because she ate the fruit from the sangria. Told the story today. She made sangria again for Christmas, and she was drinking it at 10:30 in the morning Christmas Day, and she was on the phone with her family, and it was great though because of the fact that at one point she's talking to her father, and she's on FaceTime, and she's like showing the tree or something. I don't remember what she's showing, and she's talking, and she goes, "And that guy, yeah, the one over there, my husband." She forgot my name. She forgot my name. That's what I told her. No more sangria. I don't know why it's hate speech. I don't know. This is what YouTube tells me. It was anti-bullying and hate speech. I don't know. I don't make up the YouTube rules. I really don't care. I'm going to be a big radio star. All 6 people in Canada listening to me at 2:30 in the morning on a Tuesday night. Does anybody listen to the radio? I mean, I used to listen to the Schmooze back in the day. Well, on the fan, because like I said, I was always up late. So he'd be on to like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I would listen to him. But does anyone really listen to the radio at 3 o'clock in the morning? Really? Is anyone going to be on? I might just have to stream it on YouTube just so I could talk to somebody. Tim, I'm afraid the Dallas Cowboys will find a way to Super Bowl this year. I'll mark it down, timestamp it, and sticky note it in front of you. I'm worried about that too. Who is a better runner, Jones or Wentz? Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star. In my mind and in my car. Sorry. Sorry. I know it's shocking that I didn't get a music contract. That's like what's wetter, snow or rain. I'm gonna have to go. You really want to answer the question. I think from a standpoint in regards to the ability to scramble, it's more Wentz. More downhill speed is going to be Jones. Do you think players see through the ownership BS as well? I don't know. I would hope they would. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor makes the offense. You're right. You're right. He does. But you still need someone to hand off the ball. When I was on Bird Gang 31 today, I actually threw out a trivia question. I'll throw out the trivia question today because we were speaking about quarterbacks that made the Pro Bowl one year and then got cut the next year. One of the team next year, and I said, well, there is a quarterback that won a Super Bowl that was cut the next season. Before the start of the season, anyone know who that quarterback is? I don't have any prizes to give out, but if anyone knows who that quarterback is, who was the only quarterback in NFL history that won a Super Bowl and was released in the same year? Ooh. And be nice because I met this man. So, oh, God. What do we get here? Mary needs to hire a new coaching staff. Scouts GM, get it right, folks. This time. Then he needs to glue his hands to the inside of his pocket and stop meddling. You're right. I can see this now. And today we're gonna have a meet and greet with Wellington Mara. Trent Dilfer. It was the Trent Dilfer. We lost the internet first. I kicked the cable. Lost the internet there. Anyone watching? Anybody out there? We lost the internet. I lost the internet signal. I wonder my camera got all whacked out too. But I didn't disappear. I didn't die. I kicked the cable out from the internet. We were gonna end it there anyways. Boy, I didn't know it was this handsome this close up. Why the hell is my camera like that? 55 cents. Would everyone just stay in the room and hang out? What do you need me for? I'm just gonna sit here quietly while everyone else is talking. This would make a better stream. Watch. I don't think that works out well. I think you actually have to be on the stream. Oh, what did I miss? Tim has left the building. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, I got internet problems. I don't know what's going on with the internet. I think Trent Dilfer kicked it out. Ninjas. That's easy. Get off YouTube. Don't stay on YouTube. Oh my God. Giants found their team name the Washington Suns since they are the that was a good one. That was a good one. We calmed him too much. His rant wasn't ranty enough. Oh, the first hour was pretty ranty. Or as Don would say, I was being very ranty. At some point, someone in the Giants front office is going to get sick of losing. Don't they look at the teams like the Chiefs and the Rams and wonder why our offense is nowhere near that? Just delusional. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And we talked about this. I'm not going to. It's 11 o'clock. We're going to wrap this up. Going to sum this up. And I'm going to sum this up in a quite eloquent fashion. Giants suck. They've sucked for 10 years. It's not going to get better until massive wholesale changes are made. It's not going to get better until the organization figures out a different direction. It's not going to matter at all because they don't care about the fans. Give us a medium Pepsi and we'll come clamoring back. If John said it best, if owner, and I've said it too in the beginning of the video, if the Giants are still making money, they're not going to care. They're not going to care whatsoever. You have to make them care. You have to make them care. And the make them care is this emptying stadium right behind us, not buying the merch. That's going to make them care. The Giants aren't even trying to have a top offense. They're trying to recreate Eli's team. The ceiling is slightly above average. The ceiling, you know what the old expression is? The ceiling is the floor. And right now we're on the floor. It's 11:01. I'm signing off because I got to do a video. I'll be up in about 6 hours so I can do a video later. I'll try not to rebut a video that hasn't been created yet. We suck. This is where we're at. The Jets laugh at us. I'm signing off. I will have a video out. Good night, everyone. Salute from Canada, John. I'll be seeing you January 18th. Thank Canada. Got to learn hockey in the next 21 days. That's okay. Still love it. Do you know hockey? Yeah. I know a lot about hockey. And my wife goes, what do you know about hockey? I was like, not a damn thing. Not a damn. I know some about hockey, but not enough for them. But they know that. I was honest about it. So I'll learn hockey. I'll figure it out. You know what? But it's got to be better than talking about the Giants. So good night, all. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. Like I said, you might be the only person listening. Put my watch back on. I appreciate everyone. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for hanging in there for the difficulties. The new year is right around the corner. What can we say? It's always, well, next year we're going to do this. Let's hope next year comes fast enough. And let's hope next year brings us something that's going to resemble a football team. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, I'm coughing to death. I'm out, guys. Have yourself a good evening. Watch the videos. Do all that fun stuff. Like this video. You're supposed to like, I'm supposed to say, like the videos. I don't know why. Just like it. Just go over it. How hard is it to click a button that says like? Even I know how to do that. Good night, all. Goodwill, good wishes, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. This time I really am signing off. This is me signing off, not the internet.